Think Joe Biden can't embarrass this country anymore. The next day happens. Now he's stating white supremacy is the biggest threat to the homeland. Remind me the last time white supremacists hijacked planes, flew them into buildings, and killed 3,000 people.
On September 11th, 2001, I was flying on an airplane as the Twin Towers were collapsing. I was only 7 years old, and I was flying with my parents and my sister, who was only 4 years old, and my brother, who was only 4 months old. We weren't in school because we were coming back from a double funeral. We got stranded in the world's biggest and busiest airport. All of our stuff was confiscated. My mom had a friend who died in one of the planes that went down. All of the cell phone towers were busy, so my Nana had to sit there and wait and find out if her daughter and her son-in-law and her young grandkids had been some of the people that were just murdered in a terrorist attack, after she had just had 2 other family members die. I love to travel, but I cannot get on an airplane without taking a lot of benzos, and that day is probably a big part of the reason why. 9/11 was a really horrific day in our country's history, and there were a lot of people who died and a lot of people who lost loved ones that day. And using the trauma that people went through on that day and trying to weaponize it as an excuse to get out of talking about white supremacy is awful. White supremacy is the biggest threat to the homeland, and that is something that the Department of Homeland Security has confirmed, and that is something that they said during Trump's presidency. Isn't up for debate, and that isn't ridiculous that Biden said that. This is something that our own Department of Homeland Security has confirmed. White supremacy is currently the biggest threat to the United States. And if you are not a white supremacist, you really shouldn't have any issues condemning white supremacy.